Salutare fratilor, Justice Wolf here. Welcome to the 7th episode of Titanfall Inside. This episode will be all about the burn cards as discussed. Firstly, we're going to concentrate on what are the burn cards and how many type of burn cards are there. I actually went through all the burn cards and kind of created a pattern that you can use as a player to better understand and potentially give you an edge in battle. Later we are going to look at specific burn cards that you can use to improve your skills and take enemies by surprise. However, before we get started, two things. The gameplay you're watching is a nice little piece, having fun with mates on Smuggler's Cove, completely annihilating the opposition. And also the music in the background is by Triptamin and is called The Long Way Back. A link to the SoundCloud page will be in the description if you guys want to check it out. So that being said, what are the burn cards? Well, the official definition is burn cards are a feature that will temporarily give pilots special abilities ranging from amped weapons, ability boost, Titan upgrades and much more, then begin to unlock once they progress to level 7. At that stage you will only unlock one slot, however shortly after, by leveling up, you'll eventually have 3 slots at your disposal. What is important out of this to know is burn cards are a one-time thing. You have the ability to choose one card which you will lose when you die or when the match has ended. That's why it's important to not waste certain burn cards, particularly rare burn cards. We will be talking about them later on if you're dropping in mid-game. In total there are 50 burn cards, and I know that sounds a lot and it's very confusing. However, what is important to understand is that the developers have catered to all sort of playstyles and game modes with these cards. Therefore, not all burn cards will be advantageous to you. I have made a simple breakdown of burn cards categories to better understand their purpose. The first category is amped weapons and ordnance. Every pilot weapon and ordnance in the game has a stronger variant that you can use. To make a comparison, it's like having stopping power danger close from Call of Duty on a weapon or the ordnance. This weapon burn card has a bit of a twisted edge because all variants are not silenced and you can definitely expose yourself to the enemy. These are best used when you first got the weapon and no attachments are unlocked, therefore you will get a strong version of the default. With the ordnance burn cards, it's all positive however. Not only that you receive unlimited ammo, it pairs itself with danger close for a wider impact. The second category is all about reducing the timer. These burn cards help you not only XP faster but also reduce the time it takes for your Titan to fall into the battle. They are quite useful, and 2 cards are worth mentioning in this pack. The pull rank card, which reduces your build time by a full 80 seconds, and also outsource, which earns you extra build time and Titan core charges reductions during combat. The third category is a bit of a mixed bag and is concentrating mainly in pilot abilities, awareness and some Titan power-ups. These are quite easy to obtain by doing challenges, and most of the time you will have them on your deck not knowing what you did to obtain them. However, don't underestimate them. A lot of these cards are power-ups version of the tactical abilities, or even they stack up with the original tactical abilities to make you a super pilot on the battlefield. The Titan abilities are quite useful. You get the ability to detonate a stronger version of the nuclear ejection, and also you start with a pre-charged core ability for your Titan. And last but not least are the rare burn cards category. Now these are quite unique and you will have to complete specific challenges to use them, or even you will need to regenerate to obtain them. The main tip that I can give you with these cards is do not waste them. Always take advantage of them and keep them in battle as long as possible. My best strategy with these cards is to be in a Titan, to keep yourself alive as long as possible. Except the Titan refurbished card, which will drop a Titan right off the spawn. Worth mentioning are the Fast Learner card, which grants you double XP, and also the Map Hab card, which gives you a full minimap vision at all times. So now that we understand what are burn cards and how they work, what are the best cards to use and when to use them best? Of course guys, this is personal opinion. I have to say I use mainly the rare category as well as the Pilot Titan category for my playstyle. If you are like me and you like to stay off the radar, always use a suppressor. In fact, the next episode I will do is going to be on the suppressor and the extraordinary benefit it gives you. From these pilot cards, the most beneficial ones are the ones that do not replace your current abilities with a longer effect, but stack with your current loadout. What you want to look at is prosthetic legs, which will increase your pilot movement, as well as adrenaline transfusion, which will grant you a permanent steam ability on top of your current tactical loadout. These cards are great for rushing, particularly in Capture the Flag and fast-paced game modes, where you can be at the destination way before the enemy has a chance. Pair this with an SMG or a shotgun to gain full mobility. Now for full stealth, what you want to look at is Ghost Squad, which will keep you cloaked for the duration of the burn card, and also Echo Vision, which will keep you on active pulse for the enemies in the game. Echo Vision takes a while to get used to, since sometimes the enemies may appear in a different position to what's displayed, but with practice you will see this card is quite useful. Worth mentioning for stealth is Packet Sniffer, which gives you the Echo Vision effect periodically, as well as Satellite Uplink, which reveals enemies on the minimap every 10 seconds. These last two abilities should be used to determine the thinking of the player and better understand the spawns, since in 10 seconds a lot can happen in this game. There are many ways to use these burn cards, but what is important for you to know is you need to cater them to your playstyle and make sure you build a deck that will benefit you in the upcoming fight and will complement your pilot abilities or your Titan loadout. A good example will be if I'm running an SMG suppressed, I need to get up and close to the enemy, fast and silenced. Therefore I will run Adrenaline Transfusion. I might prepare in case I'm dying a Ghost Squad, and perhaps Prosthetic Legs. All three burn cards should give me the edge to get close and personal with the enemy. There is no point for me to be running in the same deck different cards if I'm going to rush around for Silenced SMG in my next play. Another example will be if I need to fight with my Titan, I will use my pull rank card to get in quicker. If I die, I might also prepare thin their ranks to get less time built by killing grunts, and I will pair that with supercharge or massive payload to have an edge in battle when I'm running the Titan. Alright guys, I know there was a lot of info in this episode, but I'm hoping it was quite useful. I personally have not seen on YouTube any in-depth explanation on burn cards, so that's why I decided to do this for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and like always, see you in a week with a look at the suppressor in Titanfall. Once again, thank you for watching my video, and if you do enjoy my content, please subscribe for more Titanfall insight. Until next time, Justice Wolf out.